welcome to another awesome episode of Wine Hops and Road Stops with my best friend and my wife and my co-host and the one that means the world to me. This is Desiree. Hi.
Hi.
How are you today?
Splendid.
Great. She's splendid. I'm splendid too. It is beautiful out. Spring is here. Spring has sprung, like they say.
Yes.
And we're going to talk about some very tasty drinks on the show today. Some things for the spring weather. You know, not the usual stouts and IPAs and big beers that we talk about on the show, because we do that during the winter. But now it's a little bit nicer out.
It's beautiful out.
Yeah. So if you guys are new to the show, you can check us out on Facebook, of course, and talk to us in the Facebook group, which is facebook.com/winehopsandroadstops. Page is there. You can click on the little button to go right to the group. Tell us all about what do you like to drink, what do you like to do, whether it's wine, beer, spirits, restaurants, good food in the area, good food out of the area, whatever. Yeah, do that a lot because we like to hear from you. And send your questions in too. If you have a question about stuff, we'll answer as best as possible. Right now, I do have a viewer question I want to get to as we start the show. Is happy hour still illegal in some states? It's 2024, and it's weird to even think about some states. It's actually illegal to have a happy hour, which is weird.
That's weird.
It is weird, yeah. But yeah, it's actually illegal in certain states. Check it out. Massachusetts was the first state to ban happy hour way back in 1984. Now, apart from that state, 7 other states also have laws banning businesses from offering discounted afternoon drinks. These states are Alaska, Indiana, North Carolina, Oklahoma, Rhode Island, Utah, and Vermont. So I'm going to say stay away from them, right?
That's right.
Now, however, many states have put limits on when exactly happy hour can take place, as well as how expensive the deals can be. Like in Pennsylvania, there are rules for happy hours. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah, there's rules you have to follow in Pennsylvania. So we're going to go through them right now.
All right.
Retail licensees are permitted to have happy hour pricing up to 4 hours a day and 14 hours a week. No happy hour discount pricing may occur between 12 a.m., which is midnight, for those people who don't know how to tell time, and when the bar closes. A notice of all happy hours must be posted on the licensed premises 7 days prior to each happy hour. Discounts offered by casino liquor licenses are not counted, though. So they can have happy hour whenever they want, apparently. And mug club discounts are not counted either. So there you go. There's some information about happy hour in Pennsylvania. I tried to get an actual bar owner on the show to talk about it, but I had no luck today. I put a lot of feelers out in the last week about different things we're going to discuss on the show, and I don't know, no one got back to me in time. So whatever. We're going to move on to the next thing that we're going to talk about is
Pickle beer.
Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen it posted on Facebook. I've seen it around. There's a couple local breweries that make a pickle beer, a few pickle beers actually. Apparently it's a new thing. I don't really like pickles. I don't like pickles in my beer, but we're going to have to try it eventually. So let's talk a little bit about pickle beer, what it is. Basically, I think you probably already know. It's
Pickle beer. In a beer?
Pretty much, okay. Yeah. A pickle beer is usually made by adding pickle juice to the beer while it's brewing. Now that results in a flavorful combination of pickles, hops, and malts. This trend has gained recognition for its ability to mix savory and hoppy characteristics. But what you may not know, Desiree, there's also health benefits. More health benefits for drinking pickle beer.
Oh, please tell me.
Probiotics. Pickles can harbor probiotic bacteria and promote gut health. Electrolyte replenishment. Pickles are rich in sodium and can aid in electrolyte balance. Antioxidants. Certain compounds found in pickles, such as garlic and dill, can also have antioxidant properties. Stress reduction. This is for you. The combination of the calming effects of beer and the savory and familiar flavors of pickles can contribute to a pleasurable, stress-relieving experience. Nutrient content of pickles can provide essential nutrients such as vitamin K, which is important for bone health and blood clotting. So there you go. Drinking pickles and beer, pickle beer, there you go.
Okay.
Now, you could also, make it yourself. You can just put pickle juice in beer if you want. Or, like always on the show, we need to go one step further, right?
Right.
So what we're going to do is we're going to take some pickle moonshine that we got here from Triple Nickel Distillery. Thank you, guys. And we're going to combine it with a traditional Yuengling lager. And we're going to see how this tastes, right? I'm a little scared because I don't really like pickles. But
No.
no, let's just do this. But you do like pickles.
I do.
So we'll give it a shot, right?
Usually I do it. Yeah. Give it a shot.
Yeah. All right. Well, what we'll do is, since we have a half a beer each, we'll do a half a shot of pickle juice. Whoop. Right in, and a half a shot of pickle juice for you. Right in. And I'll go boop.
Sound effects.
Yes. We're on a budget here. Okay, so probably should mix that a little bit, but yeah.
We'll swirl it.
Swirl it around.
I think I got that swirl down finally. Okay.
So what we're doing is, this is also 30% alcohol. So this is a little bit of a kick to add to your lager. But let's try it out, okay? Let's try it out. Here we go. Things I do for the show.
I would actually add more.
It's not terrible.
It does this weird thing where it makes the beer smoother to drink.
Yeah. It's not terrible.
Put some more of that in here. I want to see if adding more changes it.
Okay, you want another half shot?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't really get the pickle taste. It's weird.
I can smell the pickle taste.
Well, maybe now there's more in there. You're not gonna put more in yours?
No.
Chicken.
I'm fine. I'm fine with this. I don't hate it, but I guess on our upcoming show we're gonna have to reach out to some of the breweries in our area, see if they want to come on and talk about pickle beer.
I really like this. I really like this. It's the saltiness.
Yeah.
And sometimes I put salt on the rim of my glass with my beer, depending on what it is. So I like that saltiness in there.
Yeah. Well, some old timers put salt in their beer all the time.
Well, maybe I have to be an old timer now because I like that.
Yeah, there you go.
I wonder if you use pickle juice with the garlic and everything.
Well, hey,
really good.
We got some experimenting to do on the show, but right now we're going to take a little break. We're going to come back and we're going to talk about beers you can't get anymore. Some beers that have been lost to time. So don't go away. There's more Wine, Hops, and Road Stops coming up right after this. Welcome back to Wine, Hops, and Road Stops. She's staring at me because I shaved my face. Nice and smooth for the spring. Yeah.
Very nice.
I don't know if I like it. I don't know. I was looking at some old episodes. And I had the really big long goatee. I looked like a space wizard.
I like your space wizard look, but you look younger right now.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much, dear. You always look young, 25 maybe. All right, well, let's talk about the reverse of being young. Let's talk about old, like the oldest brewery in the world. No, okay, maybe not in the world. America. Oldest brewery in America. Yuengling. They got some news. First of all, they got the Lager Jogger that happened, I believe, last week. Something they do every year. The Yuengling Beer Light Lager Jogger annual event involves a 5K race organized by Yuengling, America's oldest brewery, located in Pottsville. Participants run a 5-kilometer route, typically starts and ends at the brewery itself. The event often includes festivities, celebrations. Lager Jogger brings together both running enthusiasts, beer lovers for a unique and enjoyable experience. Now, the reason why I'm talking about that is because, like I said, it went on last week, goes on every year. It's a great event in Pottsville. But that leads me into the next thing about Yuengling. They're going to release a new beer. I think it's a limited release, but they're releasing a pale ale. I believe May 3rd, you have to go down there to Pottsville, and it's only going to be on draft. You could get your growler fill. But yeah, they're releasing a pale ale. Now, I always thought they had an ale. Well, I don't know if it's actually considered a pale ale, Lord Chesterfield. I'm not sure how this is going to affect Lord Chesterfield. It seems like it's kind of similar. This Eagle Series #1 Pale Ale is what it's called. The first pour party, May 3rd. Like I said, going to be draft only, but you could get growler fills. Hopefully, it does well. We could get a bottle of it or something, and we could try it out, and or really maybe do a comparison contrast between, Lord Chesterfield and this, the old Chetty. I know that's part of how they make their black and tans. Is I believe it's 1 part Lord Chesterfield, 1 part porter. I could be wrong. I usually am. But well, there you go. There's some Yuengling news for y'all. Again, America's oldest brewery, not too far from where we shoot the show. Local, and we, like I said, we just had a lager with some pickle juice in it, and you told me this on break. It changed the flavor of the lager.
Changed the texture of it almost.
Actually, let me rephrase that though. We didn't use pickle juice. We used pickle moonshine.
We did use pickle moonshine. I would be curious to see if you actually used real pickle juice, like straight out of the jar, and the ones with like the chunks of garlic and stuff in it. I think would be kind of good.
Well, you know what? We're gonna try that again.
Okay.
I think we should. Again, I'm not a big pickle fan, but that wasn't bad. I mean, I drank it, so can't be that bad. Now, Yuengling survived, right? Survived, America's oldest brewery. Mm-hmm. Now, some beers, unfortunately, did not survive. And we're going to talk about beers right now, maybe some good ones that you cannot get anymore, and why. You going to be sad? You're going to be sad.
It depends on what it is. Is the one beer that I can't find anymore on this list?
No.
Okay.
No, but we could do an honorable mention. I know what you're talking about. I think you could talk about it at the end, okay? Okay. Let's talk about the first one, Pete's Wicked Ale. While Pete's Wicked Ale wasn't the first craft beer, it was one of the earliest and certainly one of the most popular back in its day, the late 90s. You remember the late 90s? Oh, boy. I'm starting to love the 90s more as we get older.
Yeah.
Still an 80s boy. Okay, now, Pete was the nation's second most popular microbrew. Sam Adams taking top spot. This is back in the day. The brand was sold in 2000, and the new owners apparently tinkered with the formula, and that's about it.
They killed it.
Yeah, pretty much. I say the same thing about Rolling Rock. Rolling Rock's, I swear, Rolling Rock is completely different than it was before it was purchased by whoever bought it out. Back in the day, we used to drink Rolling Rock a lot.
Yeah.
A lot. But now, I'm sorry. I'm sorry what people are saying, like I like every beer. I don't like Rolling Rock anymore.
No.
Let's move on to something else that's ridiculous. Bud Dry. Remember Bud Dry? I remember Bud Dry.
No.
Budweiser decided to take an experimental route when making this brew. They combined light lagers with unique flavors. Unfortunately, Bud Dry was beaten out in the mid-90s by another Bud product, Bud Ice. And that new product had fun flavors and appealed to younger drinkers searching for something a little different in the market. Next one, I think the older viewers will know, Meisterbrau. Meisterbrau beer, popular local brew in Chicago at the beginning of the 20th century. That's how far back we're going. However, when business slowed in the 1970s, Miller Brewing Company bought it up, and in 2005, they phased it out. Aww.
I remember hearing about that. I don't think I've ever had that.
I don't think I did either. I may have long ago, but I don't know. Next up, Red, White, and Blue Lager. Another beer your parents and grandparents might remember fondly. This easy drinker dates back to the pre-Prohibition days. Returned in time for World War II. Low-priced beer, pretty popular, but over time it just kind of phased out. Now, last one on this list, Miller Genuine Draft 64 Lemonade. You remember this one? Back in the early 2000s, low-carb beers were all the rage, and whatever brewers did to decarb those beers pretty much removed most of the flavor. We all know that. Miller tried to combat this by introducing lemonade flavor MGD, and it was short-lived, and I think by the summer of 2011, it was done because it was terrible. So, what beer do you miss? I want to know about that, so let's talk about that in the group. But before we go to break, what beer are you talking about? What beer do you miss?
Green Flash Hophead Red.
Okay, and what happened to that? Do you know? Did you ever look into it?
It
They
went
just
away.
stopped?
Yeah.
It went,
Yeah.
like my mom says. It went.
It went, honey, it went.
Judy, it went. That's what she says about everything.
It was my first craft beer, though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it was. That's right. I introduced you to that probably at the Arena Bar and Grill in Wilkes-Barre, which unfortunately, it's another thing that is no longer with us.
That went too.
Yeah, it went too. Unfortunately, sorry. But what are you going to do? They never advertised with us. That's probably why they went. No, who knows? But anyway, Green Flash. The thing about these craft beers and the huge lineup of beers they have, they phase out beers more and more and more all the time. I don't know why, because that was a good beer.
It was very good. And, it's just reminds me of the early days.
Okay, all right, calm down. We need to get to drinking. So We're going to take a short break, come back, and we're going to have some drinks. Some drinks for the spring. Not exactly summer yet, but we're warming up. Welcome back to Wine Hops and Road Stops, and now we're going to talk about drinks. The thing that everyone tunes in for, I think, is to watch us drink.
Well, yeah.
So we're going to drink. We have some great drinks for the springtime.
Yes.
So we looked at what we can do, a beer, we got a cider, and we got a malt liquor. I'll say this like I always do about ciders. I'm not a huge fan of ciders, but I know you like them.
You'll like it. I think you'll like it.
Let's try it out. I know your cousin Andy likes it.
Yeah, he's a big cider guy.
Yeah, he is a big cider guy. So, here you go.
Yep.
So you've had this before.
I have.
So what am I expecting here? Apple pie, basically, right?
Apple pie spice.
Well, it smells pretty spicy.
It's that apple pie spice that you get. Yeah.
Okay, let's see. See what we got here. Oh my god, yes. Oh wow, that's
Really?
Yeah, that tastes like I like apple pie.
It does. It tastes like apple pie. Like you almost want to throw a scoop of vanilla ice cream in this.
You can do. I won't do that, but you can.
I think you could. I mean, it really does have that.
Oh, that would be good. Yeah.
Yeah.
And smell. You can smell the spices to it. A little bit of like cinnamony, nutmeggy kind of.
So
this is yeah.
I know.
Now the other thing I do. This reminds me of the other thing I do is I also host a podcast. I haven't done it in a while, called Rock Talk with Doc Rocker.
Okay.
Okay. Apple Pie is a song by a band called White Trash. One hit wonder from the early 90s, maybe 92. It popped up on my Facebook feed. Someone posted, and I'm like, oh my God, I haven't heard that song in years. So we talked, so I went on the YouTube, went down the rabbit hole, and the band is actually way better than I thought. They're like a funk band. They did not fit in with the grunge, but man, is the song is really catchy. And every time I drink anything or eat apple pie, I think of the song now. Yeah.
This is
like apple pie.
Eating apple pie. It really is. That glaze on the bottom of the apple is like on top of the crust. Mm-hmm. That's what that tastes like. I wonder if there's different things you could do with this, like combine it with like some kind of like vanilla porter or something, maybe. I don't know how those two things go together, but something with some, or some whipped
There's
cream
another
vodka.
idea. Now let's go to the beer. Okay, this is Summer Crush by Yard's Brewing Company.
Yes.
One of the favorites out of Philly.
Yes, I do love all the beers that Yards make. They really make some they're just a little bit different than what everybody else makes.
This is Summer Crush, easy drinking, wheat beer, citrus finish, brewed with oranges and lime zest.
Go for it.
Let's see. Tastes like a wheat beer to me.
Yeah.
But there's that little hint of lime at the end, which is really nice.
Yeah.
Different, because usually when you're gonna have a wheat beer, it's always like orange.
Yeah,
there's always
that
orange
citrus.
peel, orange, whatever.
You don't get that with this.
No, there's
you don't get that orange as much.
A little bit, but mainly lime. Mm-hmm. Yeah, not too much lime, but it's good.
It is good. It was very refreshing.
All right, last thing on the list is a malt liquor by Smirnoff. Smirnoff Ice, red, white, and berry. Yeah, baby. So we're gonna try this. I've heard that this tastes like one of those like rocket pops, those bomb pop popsicles from when you were a kid.
Oh yeah.
You've had this too, I'm assuming.
We drank a lot of this last year. Well, you probably didn't, but I
probably
did.
didn't. Here you go.
I did. We had it for the 4th of July
Oh, yeah?
when my brother and his wife and Katie and Andrew were here. We were all drinking this. I don't know what you were drinking.
It doesn't really smell like anything. Yeah, it tastes like a melted popsicle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dangerous.
Yeah.
Dangerous.
Love it.
Smirnoff is always dangerous.
Yeah, well, this one's not that big. It's only 4.5 ABV, I believe.
No, but it's not too overly carbonated, so you can drink it.
So you can just pull right down.
Yeah. And when it's hot outside, it's pretty good.
Like that. That's it. That's it. There's our drinks for the show. All right, don't go away. We'll be right back. That's pretty much all we have time for on Wine Hops and Road Stops. I want to thank everyone that watched the show, that has supported us over 6.5 years, maybe. We've been around for a long time. You've been on the show for half.
It's 4 now.
Half of it, yeah, at least.
4 years
more
now.
than half, yeah. And I'm very happy that you're on the show as my co-host.
Me too.
It's wonderful. So, check out our website. Check out our YouTube page, of course.
Yes.
Because there's always extra stuff on our YouTube page.
If you're not subscribed to that, you are missing out.
Yeah, you suck.
Talking to you.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, I do like when people say hi to us, though.
I love it.
It is very nice.
I love
and
it.
we've been recognized in weird places. We got recognized in Atlantic City.
Yeah.
Like 3 times, which is so odd. But hey, yay. We'll have to go back there sometime soon. Yeah. All right. I think we're done.
We're done.
Yeah. Life's too short to have bad beers. Drink good beer.
Or
drink
cider, or
malt liquor,
malt.
whatever. But drink it with someone you love, or at least someone you can deal with for the rest of your life.
Not quite sure how to take that, but yes, Jared.
I'm sorry.